Hello again, this is Trace Majestus, and, well, we got word back from the DSSA tonight, so, have to figure out where we're going, or if we're going, because we have a choice. So we'll see. Good evening, Lynn.
Hello.
And we've heard back.
Oh, cool.
We've been given a choice of two areas, either of which I really like a lot.
You do?
No. Neither one. One of them may be usable, the other's a little insane. So let me pull them up. Galaxy map.
Okay.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Oh, you know, I should have done something so I could have pulled it up, the actual graphic they gave me. Okay. Here, let me pull it up to my other thing here so I can...
Hello, firstborn.
Hey! You have returned once again. All right. So the two choices are out in Acheron or over here in the Hieronymus Delta.
Okay, I know where Acheron is.
You see where the blue circle, well, if you're watching the stream,
Yeah.
let the stream catch up.
Acheron's up there where we said it could be possibly a little interesting.
Yes. Well, there's a rule here. We can't be 5,000 from, or we have to be more than 5,000 light years from any other carrier. That makes the area I wanted to go in Acheron off limits because there's two carriers that are within 5,000, actually 3 carriers within 5K of that. One of them's in the abyss, just on the other side of the line. The other two are relatively close to that position, so I can't do those. So where in Acheron, you know, they were suggesting is basically out in this area here. There's a couple that are close. There's one that's close to the border in here, so that kind of limits how far this way I can go. But that's out here, and that's like, I think it's right around there was where they were suggesting. But it's like this whole area here as a possibility. I'm like, who goes out there? Okay. Choice number 2. This area, basically this lower right quadrant of the Hieronymus Delta. Which, I mean, there's some interesting stuff over here, so maybe being right around, I mean, and there's nobody right here. So I can be right in this area around here. Wouldn't be too bad. But there's other places I would rather be than either of those. Been pretty well. We're actually deciding where to put the carrier because I'm looking at joining the carrier into the deep space support array. And a couple of holes opened up in their deployment map. So basically the guy who was covering this area dropped out, and the guy who was covering this area dropped out.
My first opinion, Acheron is closer.
True.
If we go to that and that you're circling right there,
Well, no,
or whatever.
it's here.
Well, still, it's closer.
Right, but there's nowhere out here that yellow can help us. In fact, we'd trap him if he's on going out here.
Oh shit!
At least over here, there's star density. The Hieronymus Delta.
You're confused. Wait, time out. Okay. You're confusing me because here you're behind.
Right.
You're ahead of your YouTube video.
Yeah, that's stupid 30-second delay. There. Now it's in the correct location. So over here in the Hieronymus Delta, there's a decent number of stars, and yellow can go back right, basically eastwards, galactically, and get back to decent stars to head towards the core. I don't think he can go head straight south because there's an area just into whatever the zone is right below it, which is kind of sparse.
Okay. How far across there is it?
I don't know. It's been a while. The last time I was out there, I had a 70.
No. Where we're at now, how far across there to where your blue circle is?
Okay, let me...
How many thousands of light years? I'm just trying to see if we get enough fuel.
Just a little too far. Yeah. On the other hand, if we're moving here, we will get some mining support. So we've been promised mining support. So I could basically move 18 along this route, which will be actually. Let me see. What's where's the border? Where's the border? Here's somewhere around the border. So say we're in this area. That's 19. It's just over, just too far. So basically, we should be able to get to just about to the border, but not to where we would like to park if we get out this far. Well, actually, if that system's doable, it's in range with what we got on the carrier.
But we'll be totally empty.
We will be totally empty going there, yes.
Yeah.
So, the only thing I can say is, yeah. So let me see what it is to where they want us to be, although we'll have to let yellow get off the carrier before we get out here because he will basically have to restart his commander if I put it out here. Oh, it's easily in range. Okay. So if we put it out here in the Acheron, it's
right.
Let me double check that it's basically in line with this side of this, so it's right here where he wants. Oops, hey, you get over here.
Now I get a question. Do we have enough jumper? I know you do, but
you do.
30 light years to get me out of there.
30 gets you out of there. 20 is going to be. I don't think so. Well, then again, with Jumponium.
Yes, he could get maybe out of there if he's got enough.
Right. So that's the thing. I hate to start moving and have him stuck. But let's see what we've got like distance between. Actually, these two aren't too far apart. 12,90107. Actually, they're not that far apart in this area here. So he might be able to do it. What's he got to cross to get there? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and you got your. Is this in your ship or in the carrier? In the ship, you got A and B turned off, so your stars.
Right, and it's basically I'm seeing the reduced set. Looking at actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, he should be able to make it. He may have to take the long way home, because I don't know if he can cross between the two arms here. He may have to come down here and take the outer rim way home. So we should ask.
The only way he could possibly do it safely is if we jump ahead of him and scout ahead.
Yeah, I'm tempted to leave the carrier right where it is and jump over there and start exploring till we have a target system. And if we have it, we get over there, we find a target system that we can go to. Okay. But then the hard part is, then the carrier's out there. And who's ever going to go to that carrier? Nobody.
I don't know.
Nobody.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter whatever side you go on. Everybody's going to go to Beagle. Nobody's going to go to the right of Beagle. Nobody's going to go to the left of Beagle. So,
Right, unless the game's doing something interesting over in this area.
And that's what he said, or was that just where we're at?
Where we're at, the game is going to. I think they're going to put another station or land base in this area.
Okay.
I think, because
well, then they could be going. I mean, God, you can't tell what commanders are going to do. Some may say, "I'm not going to Beagle. Everybody's been there. I want to go somewhere where nobody's been."
Right.
And they may go out there, and if they find a carrier out there, well, they feel a little bit safer because they can, jump there, sell their data, or fix their ship, or.
Yeah, and this is out here in the far upper right of this quadrant is a very difficult place. So you'd love to have a carrier that if you ended up screwing up, you could, follow. You could basically kill yourself and respawn at the carrier.
Well, left is almost impossible for us to go because we don't have enough fuel without stopping and mining.
Right.
We don't know. I'm sorry. We don't know how dependable their miners are because I don't know none of them.
Right. And so we know. Well, first of all, I mean, we're only going to need maybe 2,000 tons to get to the one that's over here.
Yeah, and we're going to need everything we got, the tank plus some, to go left.
Well, that's what I'm saying. To go left, we're going to need 2,000 beyond what we have. To go right, we already have it.
Well, that's a no-brainer then. Only problem is yellow and his jump range.
Yeah.
I say we jump over there, explore, and maybe we turn down to where, put it on economy, because economy will put you, at 20 light year jumps?
Mm-hmm. And see if I can.
We can't jump to it, and if we can jump to it, well, he can jump back out of it.
Yeah, my worry for him, isn't so. I clicked on the thing and I didn't mean to click on the thing, and down it goes. And no, go away. I didn't mean to do that. The thing I worry more about with him, is whether or not we can find a route he can take back across, coming back. If he's in the center of that arm, no problem.
Yeah.
It just means he would have to go clockwise until he could get back across. Which could mean he goes, because this arm basically, if you look at it, it goes all the way around and comes right back to just one arm away from the bubble. Yeah, but I mean, that's if he wants to follow it all the way around. He should be able to cross here, here, maybe here, maybe stretch here. This section would use up every piece of jumponium he's got if he tried the bridge. Well,
Yeah, we can't.
I shouldn't say that. It would take about 20 jumponium, because with jumponium he's in the 40s. So if he's in the 40s, that's about 20 jumps across. So he can get up to the near point here, and then it's about 20 jumps across to get here.
Well, he said something about he should be on Wednesday. On
Okay.
Elite Wednesday. That's tomorrow.
Yeah. I wish I could leave him a like message in game.
Yeah. That's what I tell you. We need a bullet. The carriers need a bulletin board.
Yeah. So, my worry with his jump range is him not being able to make it back. Well, I shouldn't say that. Him not being able to easily make it back. He may have to take the rim route. Now, he may be fine with taking the rim route home. I don't know. But there's also, if he's going to take the rim route, there's a carrier here. There's a carrier here. There's a couple more carriers here. There's a couple more carriers here. There's a couple more carriers here. So he can go carrier to carrier to carrier to carrier across the DSSA on the way home.
Yeah. Wow.
So that will greatly mitigate his risk going home. It's just going to take a long frickin' time to get there.
Yeah, he's going to be a couple years older. I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, so that's a lot of, those are the things I'm thinking of here. If, we've been promised fueling help. That's outright been promised. So we can get here, but we may have to go about to the border, wait for a refuel, and then cross over. Or as we approach the border, search around and find a refueling system, land in it, and say, hey, guys, we're over here. We could use some fuel. Now, the nice thing about over here is I think there's going to be something going on over here story-wise in game. I think.
In Hieronymus Delta?
Let me slide down. The one right below it, which, let me wait for the stream to catch up so you can see where I went.
Yes, okay.
Okay, Newton's Vault, which when the blue circle moves in, you'll see the title at the top change over to Newton's Vault. There it is, Newton's Vault. So right in this area of this like rectangular area of Newton's Vault, I think something's going to go on in game. So that will put us near that, which isn't a bad place to be.
And that puts us on the west galactic side of the permit zone, correct?
Correct.
Or not the permit zone, the exclusion zone.
The exclusion zone. It's permit restricted. So there's a big ass zone in here. And so that puts us closer to that, which means, I'd kind of like to be, if I was going for that, I'd actually prefer to be in, what's the name of this place? Izanami? Interesting name. But those ones people have already claimed. And Newton's Vault, I think, is not. They're not putting any DSSA in Newton's Vault because FDev said please don't do that. So,
Okay.
so that
So
if
we
we
got Beagle. If we go to the Delta, her Delta. I'm just going to call it her Delta. If we go to her Delta, we got Beagle's Point up above us.
Yep.
And Colonia is almost straight south of us, right? Or
Yes.
like down.
Yep. And have I moved back up there? Good. All right. So if you notice to the left of Beagle Point on my map, there's a orange marker, and straight below that there's another orange marker.
Right.
Okay. That's Route 66.
Okay.
That is one of the more common return routes for ships that are over 40 light years in jump range going to and from Beagle. That is a 40 light year jump range route, direct route to Beagle Point. And if you're coming from Colonia, since there are no stations going to be in the quadrant that we're at, that actually puts us as the closest station to that route. Something interesting to think of.
Well, yeah, because that at least push you in the ball game of somebody coming across you. Where the other one over there at Acheron, you're kind of stuck out there in the middle of.
Right. So that's why I've been going. I mean, Naughty got back to me. When did he do that? He got back to me overnight, and I started talking to him. Oh wait, it's today at. So I started talking to him after I got off of work today at 5:30. So I've been going back and forth for a couple of hours, thinking, well, do I want it there? Do I want it there? Do I not do it at all? You know, I've got those are the three things. Do I just leave the carrier where it is? Do I put it off on one of the more common? I mean, Distant Worlds 1 and Distant Worlds 2, there were both times there was a group of 500 or more pilots that went eastward down that arm and went right past where that carrier is going to be if we go into the point they want us to in Acheron. Okay. So maybe every other year we get inundated with 500 carriers or 500 ships. Okay, 500 ships. But the problem is, I mean, Beagle Point, there's a carrier. So they'll be starting with no data at Beagle Point. Before they get to the Acheron Bridge, there's a carrier just on the other side of the line in the abyss. So they'll dump their first load of data there. There's two more carriers in Acheron that are right near this lower left quadrant. So it's like, how much data yeah, 500 carriers, but how much data are we really going to get sold to us? How useful is it really to be there? I don't know. This one in the Hieronymus Delta, there's one carrier over here in the left side. And we'd be the only other carrier in it.
That sounds like
a really good spot. It is a little further.
So they want us down here in this lower quadrant of the Delta, or can we go up there where it goes back right in that little corner?
We could be up here too. So we've got from, where is it? Where did he draw it? He drew a line from this about this, a little ways down, maybe, I don't know, a fifth of the way down from where the juncture is in the middle of this thing, out to about halfway, and then sort of diagonally down to around. So we've got a huge portion of this to consider. The other carrier is right about, I'll let the stream catch up. Come on, stream. if anything, this is going to hold the stream in the same spot. Okay, stream has now got where my cursor is. So the other carrier is approximately there.
Okay.
So that gives us, in 5,000 light years, comes to about the point where he made the knuckle down in this area. So that carrier has an influence zone of about like this. How I'm drawing, and it's going to be about 30 seconds before it gets there, I know. So it's basically a 5K light year off of the this little point just off of the corner here.
I think you take it wherever that carrier is and Beagle Point and position yourself sort of kind of in line with it.
Well, there's no crossings up there, so I don't know what he's out here for. I don't know what he saw out here.
Oh.
So the other crossing, there's a 75 light year jump range crossing, which is about at the border between the Hieronymus Delta and the sector we're current in. So it's basically straight up that straight top section of borderline. There is a 75 light year jump up there, but it's a real bitch of a route. Very few people will take that. So this is where in the lower right, you're more of on here. Let me head south to where's okay. I'll let that keep up or catch up. I'm now circled Colonia, and then I'm going to go north from there. And I'll let it start moving before. Okay, it's moving me down to Colonia, down past Colonia actually, then back up to Colonia. Okay, so it's at Colonia, and if I go straight north from Colonia, it will miss us on the right. So going straight to Beagle Point to Colonia, it will generically miss us. But since we're our carrier location will be published. And this is a key thing, because since our carrier location is published, and we will be, if we are in this area, in the lower quadrant of the Hieronymus Delta, we will be the closest carrier to Route 66. That means people will most likely look for the DSSA and plot their route to go to our carrier and then to Route 66.
Okay.
For safety reasons, basically.
Right.
Don't
well, okay, and there's another thing. If we go there, we can start jumping now because Yellow's got enough jump range to get
there. Yeah, no problem. Yellow can go right down this little corridor here that's just south of it. I know a 20 light year ship can jump through there. And then after that, no problem. Literally straight down to Colonia. You can bypass the core entirely. Just go right straight to Colonia.
Okay. Well, I say that would probably be the best bet.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, I was really hesitant of committing to either one without talking to at least you, if not Yellow. I'd want to talk to Yellow before we went up into Acheron, because that's out in no man's land. That's tough.
Yeah. And it could be, and we don't really know. It could be tough on me. I mean, if
no.
it's spread out, if we had some brown doors or something, it could get touch and go.
I know, having done. Well, actually, my last ship was 40. I went out here, but I know the route across here can be done in a 30 light year ship without any jumponium.
Okay.
And
we need to.
So I know you can get to that projected point without jumponium. And I think there's a crossing right below that you can cross back to this arm with a 30 light year ship with no jumponium. I don't know a 20 light year ship how much jumponium it will take to get across.
Well, I don't know. What's the difference between basic, standard, and premium on jump podium?
I think it's plus 25, plus 50, plus 100.
100 what? Light years?
Percent.
Okay.
Premium doubles.
Okay. Well, if I do basic, I get 250 injections available. If I do standard, I got 200.
Yeah.
And if I do premium, I have 150. So I probably got enough to get me somewhere safe where I can start jumping again. That's no problem for me, but we don't know how much jump podium Yellow has.
Right, and it gets him up to 40, and he's going to be needing to use premium.
Right. Where I could use probably basic, and that what gives you 10?
Yeah, basic. 25%. I think. It's more than enough to get you across between those two arms this far down it. You know, you'll
say, if you want to be part of this DSSA, we go to Her Delta.
Okay.
And swap out our ships and get them ready for mining. And if we come across a good planet or a good system with about tritium in it, even if we find a good planet before we get to the border, since we already know we're going to be 2,000 shy,
yep,
we could call them.
Yeah.
And maybe we'd be close enough they could get to us in a hurry. But my question is okay, we get there and we call them. Is it going to be a week, 2 weeks before they get miners to us?
Right.
And then how long is it going to take?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when tritium was good, in a 6-hour period, I could get us 600 tons.
Right, and literally, we're only going to need a couple thousand tons, and we're there.
Right.
In fact, not even that. I mean, you know, it's.
But do you want to leave your carrier empty?
I'd prefer not to.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Well, I say, boss man, I guess we get to jump in our little butts that way and scan every system between here and there.
Okay, let me change the name of the stream for tonight.
So it's DSSA, right?
Yep. Part 1.
Okay, started our trip for DSSA on July the 28th, 2020.
Yep.
First up.
All right, so now I got to change the description.
Unless you don't want to do it, I mean.
No, I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and finally, I said, it's okay. The question is which one of the two to go to. And that's why I wanted to talk with you about it. And I'm in agreement. The Hieronymus Delta is a good location to put a carrier. So let's get it done, and then it will be there. So I actually just sent a message to Naughty accepting the Hieronymus Delta location. Actually, I should tell him we'll find an exact location after we...
Well, we don't know because you want an Earth-like, don't you?
Yeah. We'll find an EXACT location, and I will give that to you. So now Naughty has the information on what we're doing.
My only concern is that I would want to know exactly how long, when I need fuel, how long is it going to take them to get to me?
Yeah, and
the only difference.
He and I will basically communicate those arrangements. He's not online at the moment. Accepted a position in the Hieronymus Delta.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't really change out my
Yeah.
my subsurface displacement and none of that stuff. I left it.
Well, basically, we're going to start heading westward here. And you know, as we start getting close to the border of the Hieronymus Delta, since I know from basically poking around that we can get into the delta, but not quite to where we won't have enough to get to any specific system. So what we'll do is we'll head over towards there, and as we're getting low on tritium, we will basically stop moving forward and spread out and find a tritium mining spot.
Right, and then park close to it.
Yep.
Okay.
And so what I'll do is I'll talk with Naughty. I'll let him know what the plans are and keep him up to date with where the carrier is. And we'll be moving that direction. And at some point, the mining team will catch us. And this baby will get some fuel. Not as quickly as we would like until FDev makes their changes, but we will get fuel. So, you know, we don't have to do that all by our threesome. Positives to this, I mean, it's in a good area. It's not far off the direct route to Route 66 from Colonia. It's near the area that the explorers have been trying to poke into and find and get into, the whole excluded area, permit required, etc., etc. So it can work as a base for those guys. It's a good location. It took a little research on my part to figure out it was a good location, which is kind of part of why I was a little late today getting online. I was researching both the Archeron one and the Hieronymus Delta one. So, there. And now all we have to do is get over there and find a system to park it at. Get fuel. Be good. Be cool. And I guess that means it's time to jump.
Yes, sir. Well, I got my prospector and a couple of limpet controllers. When we figure out where we're at, I'll remove the fuel scoop and
Yep.
Put my collector on.
So it wasn't my original plan for what to do with the ship coming out here, but it's a plan. Oh, hey, didn't have much of a delay at all getting into the galaxy map. Well, isn't that nice? All right, so I need to make a approximate marker to head for. So I want us to be somewhere in this area here. So we will bookmark this location. And then Truchea. We come into here, we go down to Truchea. Truchea, there you are. Edit. And this will be DSSA air location target. Thank you, Anubis.
What did Hieronymus say about this?
Well, target is a command, which moves. It moves, so it basically tried to select next target. It went bleep. All right, so now come back to where we're at. Now I can aim at. If I can figure, okay, there it is there. So it's the one behind that green marker. Excellent. So that's 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. $508, a little far. How about that one? Oh, that's odd. A little further. 478. Okay, we'll go to look at 478 and see what we can get nearby. 492. It's about as far as we can jump in that direction. So we'll set 492 as our first jump. And that means I need to pull my spreadsheet out and start tracking this again. So I will put a gray line through here. And hey, why did that not end up being a gray line? Because I did the wrong thing. I will put a gray line through here, and I will start my number counting over again. 1. SYRIVOUIW-E D11-4. And actually, for us, this will actually make an easier route home, I think. And a cheaper one for those of us that need to dispose of any ships or things, because we can go straight to Colonia. And this is going to be a much shorter distance to Colonia. And we can transfer stuff to Colonia and sell it off for anything we want to get rid of. So, lots of benefits to this plan. And since I'm pretty sure that they're going to put a station out in the area that we're currently in, it would make my carrier redundant out here. So, it future-proofs my carrier location, so I don't have to move it to make it useful.
Right.
So this will be more jumping, but actually not all that far. I mean, considering how far we've already come, it's not that much extra.
Right.
And actually, for going...
Poor old Yellow is going to be like, where are we? What the hell are we doing way over here?
Actually, for all of us, it's going to put us closer to home. Because it's a nice straight shot to Colonia from here. Or from where we're going to be.
It depends on how far around we got to go for the exclusion zone.
We don't. We're west of it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We're northwest of the exclusion zone. I know that. Because My route south, I did not run. My route south from Route 66, I did not run into the exclusion zone. So I know we're west of it. We're almost on my route south. I went back into the ED Discovery tool and traced my route that I took coming back from Distant Worlds 2. And that's a little east of where we are, and the exclusion zone is east of that. So that's good. Means we're clear shot straight to Colonia. And once we get advertised, we're also the nearest stopping point to Route 66 on the way to Colonia. So, yay!
You know you're gonna owe me, right? All this shit.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the payback.
I'm joking.
I know.
I'd be in the bubble scratching my head. Do I really want to go for that engineer? No. We may give Mayday something else to shoot for. Hey, can you get out here to where we're at now?
I'd love to send them out to that area. I say, hey, you want to go do some exploring? Go look at this area. Find me an Earth-like if you can. We're headed there. And hopefully I'll get to rename it. I don't know if it's system, and planet, or just planet. I'm not sure which of the options I get, but or nothing, because I'm like reserve list, and that may be closed. The opportunity for that may be closed out.
Oh well, there's a nebula that won't be too far away from us out there.
Oh, that would actually be cool to park it at the white dwarf in the center of the nebula. That would be cool.
What is that? THUECHEAA-A nebula? Is that what it is?
Oh man, I hope it's gobbledygook, because that means I can name it.
THUECHEAA-AH16. Oh, that's a pretty one. I haven't seen one that has so many colors in it like that does.
Cool. Galaxy map?
I don't know if you see it.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I'm not in the galaxy map, so.
They're not.
All right, so let me go pull way out here. Spin.
It's about 13. What is it? Negative 13,000.
All right, so where is? Let me pull back a little bit. Where's the nebula? Where's the? Oh, there's an. I think this is it here.
Okay. Way across there.
This one here?
That's not it. Pull back, you'll see.
Oh, wait, this one?
Yeah, see it right. Oh, yeah, right there.
Dang it, I can't see it. It looks like there might be something somewhere in this area, but it's not showing up.
Yeah, go down. I went to it. See, whoa, back out. Back out.
Okay, I'm slowly backing out.
Whoa. See the black dot there between you and where you got it tagged? There's a black dot. Oh, no.
There's a black dot. I'm not quite sure what you're looking at.
It's the nebula I'm looking at.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing it. But that may just be my eyes are bad. So is it at the minus 1540 area? Because I'm not seeing a black dot.
Okay, the coordinates in the little square
Yeah.
is negative 13,000, negative 9, 53,000.
Okay. Negative 13,000. Okay, I'm not in the right place.
No, you need to go back towards us.
Yeah. Minus 12, 13,000. Okay. What's the third number?
Negative 9.
Okay.
Or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, negative 9.
Yeah.
And then the last number is 53,000.
Okay, that was the one I was looking at up here. Okay. Tucci, AAA, H16.
Yep, that's it. And that isn't far from your bookmark there. Is that where that bookmark, is that where you're wanting us to go?
That's the approximate location, yes.
Well,
So,
that ain't far from that nebula.
no, let's see if I can go down far enough to get to it.
See all the different unique amber colors to it?
Yeah. Let's see. F is down. Where is... Oh, I don't have all the stars turned on. That's why I can't see it.
But anyways, I figured that would be a unique.
Oh man, that would be a nice place to put it.
Everybody likes to see a nebula. At least that's what everybody tells me. Except me.
It's a red dwarf. Where is... I mean, I've got everything turned on. Where is the white dwarf that is firing this baby off?
You got it on realistic?
Yeah. Which means go up a little bit more. Hold on, let's try this. And it's not showing up. Ah, why are you not showing up? I got everything turned on. Why are you not showing up? Oh, excuse me. Just doesn't want to show up. Well, let me drop out and go back in. Whoops. Oh, we're about to jump. So I'll look at it again in a minute. Maybe we'll just decide to go there. I mean, now it's just like, yeah, that's a cool place to put a carrier. Oh, we'll have to go see what planet we want to put it on, because we certainly wouldn't want to put it around the star. So I guess we'll have to go see what's there and decide the final location. Now I wish we had May May.
Yeah.
Maybe can you go scoop this, go check this system and see what's there.
Attention all ships, this carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a...
So it just looks like a neat nebula. I mean, and
You know, parking in a nebula versus parking around an Earth, like, I think I will park in a nebula. Why not? That's just cool. You know? You know, I knew there were no nebulas out here, so that's why I was shooting for an Earth-like, because it was a cool place to be.
you never can tell. You may find an Earth-like in the nebula.
That would be insane.
And what is the other saying? What is above is below.
Counting down.
As above, so below. Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, the space.
And if I actually was thinking about it, I could get the full quote.
Oh yeah.
Because that's
I figured that's what. If you were going to name your planet, that's what it would be.
that would be cool.
There's the name, and it supposedly means as above is as below, or whatever that quote was.
Mm-hmm.
So.
As above, so below. Yep.
And it goes with your name and the Emerald Tablet. So.
It certainly does.
See, I've been doing a little research on my spare time.
Yep. Alrighty. What's this system worth?
168,000.
Nice. Wonder what's here. Let's go find out.
Aye, aye, Commander. Oh, God. What'd I let you talk me into? I thought we were getting ready to head towards the house.
So did I. I didn't think I was going to get a chance to get on the DSSA. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear
You
retracted.
have liftoff.
Frameshift drive charging.
I need to change the name of my ship to Hi-Ho Silver. Hi-Ho Silver, and away.
Call yourself the Lone Ranger, huh?
The Lone Stranger. 13? Oh. All probably icy bodies.
Nope. No, we got some high metal contents in here.
Oh shit, I forgot to turn my little nobody on.
That one does not have an atmosphere. That one does not have an atmosphere. That one does not have an atmosphere. Now we got rocks and ice.
System scan complete.
System map. Alright, so we've got... Oh,
We got a
terraformable.
Number 2.
Number 2 is terraformable, yep. And nothing out at the second star is worth looking at. You want it, or want me to grab it?
You grab it, you're faster than I am.
Okay.
Oh, and we got the whole system.
Nice.
You're always faster than I am.
We're probably gonna... Yeah. We're probably gonna get quite a few things along this route where... for a while, where because the we're traveling west, and the exclusion zone that exclusion zone is south of us, so people have been poking around the edge of it, but we're a little far north to be that. But so there's not many people, I don't think, that have come through this area, which is good because that means we get a bunch of systems.
Sounds good to me. It's $1 million anyways.
Yep.
I seen where they supposedly did a patch for yesterday.
Really? I didn't get a patch. Oh, maybe they patched the servers.
Well, I was just kind of looking, and I seen where Elite posted where they had did a patch number 4, and I thought, is that the new one?
Oh, we'll have to look at that.
But it patched something in mining, but I don't think it's what we wanted them to patch. I'll look at how I remember it.
7 probes. Probes away.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Alright, heading for the tablet.
The buzzard has landed. Okay, it's from Elite, and it says patch notes. Fleet Carrier Update Patch 4 patch notes, and it was put by Bruce on Monday at 6:07 p.m.
Okay.
And it said patch note, mining fixed an issue whereby surface deposits created after cracking a mother lode would flag themselves as depleted. Fixed issues relating to diminishing returns for commodities in overlapping hotspots.
That would be the one we're looking for.
Is that the one we're looking for?
Yep.
Okay. Then it says crashes and stability. It says fixed an issue where loading onto an instance in a system with a large amount of fleet carriers would cause a very long load time. And then fleet carriers, it fixed an issue which stopped fighters from restock from the fleet carrier. Fixed
Okay.
a number of issues related to carrier positioning. Better enforcement of the 16 carrier unit per body.
Yep.
Preventing departing fleet carriers from taking up one of the 16 slots from the body. Further work to ensure carriers are positioned away from other nearby body sites. And it says, when opening the fleet carrier naming pop-up in the livery, an additional unwanted character will be added to the start and end of the name. These characters will need to be manually deleted to prevent them from being included.
Okay, so they broke something else. Okay.
So you think they got the mining thing fixed?
That's the surface mining one, and overlapping hotspots is the one that's probably fixing the tritium. We will have to test that.
Okay. If you find one, I've got prospect limpets and...
Yep.
Well, we shall see.
We shall definitely
we only
see.
need a couple of thousand get out there. We could do that ourselves.
Yep.
Although, you know, they should at least fill you back up.
Yeah. Disengage.
Leaving hyperspace.
Communications established. We are ready to receive docking requests.
Open hailing
Welcome
frequencies.
to all the watchers.
Yeah, we got a nice group of
Requesting
people
docking
tonight.
permission.
Access granted.
Yep.
Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, I hear you. Oh, hell, where am I? Oh, jeez. Okay. Phew. Figured I was gonna get a buzz cut.
Nope. I'm behind you. And to the left.
Landing complete.
I can hear you. That's the reason why I was looking. Where is he? Where is he?
1.6. Nice!
Yep.
And another 9.7. Even nicer. Let's
Times 2.
times 2. Times 0.16, and that's what the carrier gets. Yay, carrier! Alrighty. Figure out what direction I'm facing here. Chuchea, that's over there. Alright. Line that guy up. Okay, should be something somewhere in here, I guess. How far is that? Yeah, that's like 3 times as far away as I can go, 4 times as far away as I can go. Let's back up. $600. $497, good enough. Alright, write this one in. SYRIVOU. Mover. E45-0. Put some tritium. Take some tritium out of inventory.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
All right. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Back over here. I don't have anything turned off there. I don't have anything turned off here. All right.
The only thing is, that's 21,000 light years to that nebula.
Yep.
We are crazy.
Ah.
I typed it in and got to it.
THUECHEAA-A.
Matter of fact, I got it bookmark.
H16.
Oh, if you want to, type in THUECHELS-A space D1-54. That takes you to a beautiful bright star
Aha.
in the nebula. Damn near in the center of it.
Yeah, and I'm just not having good luck getting stars to show up.
Well, I got that A9. Let's see, what is this one over here? A K2. Another a K6.
Why is it not...
But
about...
that A9 is the brightest one of all of them. No, I'll take it back. M3. MO. And F7.
Economy. No. Why am I not getting anything? State. Remove apply filter to root. Security. No. Star
Well, I had to
class.
type in that nebula's name, the AA-A, and it brought me into the nebula, and then I could see the stars.
Oh yeah, I can see the stars all except the star that's at the center of the nebula. And that's just really freaking weird.
Maybe there ain't none.
Well, can you see one at the center of the nebula? There should be a star Tuichi AA-AH16. There should be a star there.
No, I don't see a star.
Okay, then maybe it's not me.
I've got the name. I think that's the name of the nebula, though. But
right, but
there's no star there.
There's no white dwarf in the area to generate this nebula, or black hole, or anything else.
Yeah, there's a black hole.
Where do you see that?
I think it's a black hole. What is it listed on there for a black hole?
Generally, it's I think those are non. I don't know.
I got 3 black spots.
You got 3 black spots. Okay, flip it over. Did they change the red?
Flip it over. How?
Grab the map with your mouse and flip it upside down.
No, they changed. They stay black.
Okay. Can you give me the name of one of them?
Okay, it's the THUECHE space YB-B space B5-0.
Right. And if I grab that and I flip it upside down, it's a class M. It's a red dwarf.
Okay. Well, it didn't change for me. It stayed black.
Okay. There's a white yellow right there. Huh. NNA D1-26.
26.
But why is the HC?
There's a lot of stars. Well, maybe not a lot. But there's gonna be quite a few to choose from.
Yeah. I was hoping to be right at the center of the nebula, be at Toichi AA-AH16, but it doesn't look like there's a
Not close.
doesn't look like there's an actual star there.
Probably have to just find one that's closest to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Once we get closer, though, it may be easier. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it even exists. Interesting. Well, when we get over in that area, we'll take a look. But it'd be nice to be, you know... So we'll see.
Even in it.
No, it doesn't look like there's anything there at all.
Nope, don't look like nothing, does it?
Ooh, that's a pretty star. There's one that's right on the edge. It's actually still within the nebula. Oh, cool. It's what is it? It's a class A, a blue-white. May have to go look at that one because it's actually in the nebula, which is cool.
It's probably the one I got bookmarked.
D1-54?
D154?
Yeah.
I got it bookmarked.
Okay.
Because it was the brightest one of the bunch. It stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put a couple of bookmarks in this area of things to check out.
Okay. I guess we don't have to be the first one with space legs. We can let them work out their bugs while we're trying to get back to the bubble.
Yeah.
We may say, who needs space legs?
Check for destination number 1. Save. Okay, now where is that yellow? There's a yellow star around here somewhere that I like the looks of. God, this nebula is like freaking huge.
There was an F in there. Wasn't it F you said was a good candidate for...
Yep.
There's a G8. Was G8 one?
There's the F right there.
There's the G8. It has G8, VAB, M3, VA.
Okay, hold on.
L5.
Let me get this one taken care of first.
Okay, no, yeah, I was just reading off the star types it had in it.
Oh, okay. Check for destination number 2. Okay.
The G one is, when you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, can you give me the last bit of that one? Since they're all 2HE something.
WK-B. WK-B space C2-8.
YFB. CMZ, NNYF. Let's check the top side. CW.
Okay.
Ah, there's a WK. Okay, now I'm in the WK area. What was the last set?
The last set is C2-8.
C2-8. And it's WK dash what?
B.
B, okay.
B as in boy.
Yeah, I'm at C2-9. So now I gotta see where 8 is compared to 9. There's 10.
I see C2-7, but I don't. C2-6. No, that's XK.
C2-8. There you are.
Should be a type G8.
Yep. So we put that and go down here. Edit. Oops.
Counting down.
Okay, fine.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That messed things up.
Yeah. I've got a bookmark on it. I can get right back to it.
I actually wonder that nebula being out here all by itself if anybody's been to it.
Good question. We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
But since there's no center to the nebula, which means I'm guessing it went supernova, and so the star no longer exists.
Gonna have a plausible reason.
Blew itself apart and didn't collapse back into a black hole. Okay, great.
Or it's just waiting for us to show up before it does.
Alright, let's see what we got for goodies.
20,000.
Oh, hey, that ain't bad. Let's go see what 20,000 has.
That poor AI's like, you traveled 500 light years?
Track landing gear.
Landing clearance.
Landing gear retracted.
Departure confirmed. Speed restrictions have been used.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I see you zoom around me.
Who, me?
Yeah,
It's like a bunch of ice ball. Oh, well, there might be a high metal content here somewhere. Or a rock. Ooh, it's got an atmosphere. System map. It's not.
high metal content.
Yeah, it's not terraformable though.
No?
Okay.
Turn around.
Yeah, and we got the whole system, so.
Hey.
Disengage.
You know, some of these people who's been running around
Exiting
with
hyperspace.
think we're just totally nuts.
Open hailing frequencies.
Wow, my AI even told me
Requesting
that the
docking
fleet
permission.
carrier cooldown
Mission
completed.
granted. A landing pad has been
Nice.
assigned to you.
That's unusual.
Hmm.
I didn't think it would tell me anything about the carrier.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
I'll be right back. I'm going for coffee.
Okie dokie.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. Enjoy your stay with us.
Hey, Anthony. Basically, I've been I'm joining the deep space support array and moving my carrier from its original destination into an opening that opened up in their arrays. So we're moving the carrier in that direction and trying to figure out what system we're actually going to land it in. Of course, we don't quite have enough tritium to get there.
Okay, I'm back.
Okie dokie. Anthony has joined us.
Oh, hey, Anthony. Trace has took us on another wild around the merry-go-round bush thingy type thing.
They supposedly had a few fixes on Monday, which I didn't catch. We'll have to see what that exactly means.
We think they fixed the mining, but we don't know.
All right. Jump. Set up.
Yeah, Trace is going to take us over here, and we're going to stick this big old baby inside of a nebula. And as soon as we come up on a system that has some icy rings, so we find tritium, I'll tell you real quick if they fixed the mining or not. Ooh, 12-hour shifts? Oh, yuck. Better you than me.
Eek. That's a lot of hours.
Although I can't say nothing, that garden takes about 8. Yeah, he joined the DSSA, and they told us we had choice of 2 places, and so we took this one because yellow only has a jump range 20, and the other one was going to be almost impossible for yellow to get out of, and so Mr. Trice was thinking of his crew members, so we're going to this place so we can get out of there. Well, you're going to have to come out here and join us, Anthony. He says, okay. Can you imagine? Yeah, okay. Be there second Tuesday of next week. Well, we'd love to have you out here. Just jump out here. I know it's going to take you a while. Well, it depends what ship you got. If you're like Mayday, you'll be out here in 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah. Never seen anybody jump like that. That's crazy.
It wasn't it. Well, it wasn't it.
Galaxy map. Galaxy map.
Okay. The account you're going to be using is a new one, so you have to go through all the newbie stuff.
Galaxy map. Anubis.
Yes, Commander.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Guess I had to wake him up. Alright, so let's pick that other...
Uh-oh.
Boy, from this angle, that's a really pretty nebula. That's just nice.
Yeah. I just seen it, and I seen the cool colors of it, and I thought, well, that'd be a cool place.
Yeah, and it's right in the zone we've been suggested to go to, so that's even cooler.
Yeah. Maybe we get to name the nebula, too.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Name the nebula as above, and the system so below. That would be cool. Oh, here's another one. Another F-class star.
got all the makings to have an Earth-like in it.
Yeah, you know, it's got a bunch of the right types of stars.
But when we get down here, I'll just have to do like I usually do. I just start at the top and spiral my way around all the way to the bottom, and then come up the middle of it, and then spiral the opposite way. Well, it depends. If nobody's been there. If everybody's been there, then no, I won't waste my time. Although in the Heart and Soul Nebula, I figured everything in there would already be mapped, or you know, people would already have their stuff on it.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. There was a lot that wasn't discovered.
Boy, there's a lot of stars in that nebula. What the hell blew up to cause that?
The center one?
Yeah, but what was there? How big was it to do that? You know, it's got this, like, nebula area of many, 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 many light years across.
Maybe it's a Stargate of some type.
Oh, the view from there would be spectacular. It's just barely outside of it. There's a blue light that is just barely outside of it. Neat.
Wow. Well, we'll have to look around. You may find one just outside of it. Gives you a phenomenal view of the nebula that you say, hey, this is where we're going to park.
Yeah.
You got our next destination done?
I think I did. I'm so busy looking at... Okay.
I was daydreaming. I'm writing my notes down. That way, if you lose me, I got a road map back. I would hate to be yellow. He comes on here, it's kind of like waking up every day in a new world. Although he's pretty easygoing.
Yep.
So we do 2,000 a day. It's 21,000 light years over here. What is that? Another 12 days?
10 to 12 days, yeah, plus mining.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully they got it fixed.
Hopefully, that would be good. In fact, one of the things I should do, I should re-equip my ship for mining.
All I gotta do is remove my fuel scoop and put a collector on it, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
What I find weird is this one we're in, the Formorian. I don't see, maybe. I was going to say, I don't see a nebula anywhere in it.
Okay, transferred over the refinery and the other Olympic controller.
Attention, carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Locked down.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar bay secure.
Oh, all you need is really is a Sidewinder that's A-rated. You can come on right on out here. Won't be much. Be a good exploration vehicle, but hey, people have done it.
What? 20.
If he A-rated Sidewinder was like 26 light-year jump range, if I remember correctly.
All scheduled work has been placed on hold until the jump is complete. All crew, prepare for carrier
See.
Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
About the only way I could see you could do any good with these carriers is when we were back in the bubble. If you had 16 different accounts, and then you had bought your tritium to fill up the carrier, and then each one of them ships have it maxed out on cargo where you could have like 1,000 tons of tritium on it. That would give you 16,000 tons extra.
You know, maybe it's a good thing I didn't think of that.
Oh, that just popped in my head about what could we have done different.
Counting down.
But you would have had to had
4,
paid for
3,
at least 16 times.
1.
Okay, here's one for you. Take a Sidewinder,
Yeah.
put a frame shift drive, everything else D. Oh, I gotta make the shields a D. Take off the weapons. and just engineer the FSD itself. 37 light years. Jump range.
It has a jump range of what?
37.
Wow. It looks like there's only 2 planets out, or 2 stars out there.
Well, that could be. But since I got to blow some time to let the cooldown happen.
Yes.
Pop out, honk them, come back in. Track landing gear.
Plant release confirmed.
Retract landing gear.
Speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Retract landing gear. Anubis. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
You're a little hot.
You have now departed.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. System scan complete.
Yep. System map. I don't even know how to say that. Something like that. Anyway, that person was here.
Other names. It's like they do that on purpose so you don't know how to pronounce it, so they could be mad at you for not pronouncing it right.
Right. Disengage.
Leaving hyperspace.
Which I have no problem with.
We
Not
welcome you
pronounced
business of
right.
this carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
So get that first try.
Move directly to your landing pad.
I don't see how anybody has more than one elite account. I can't even keep up with the one I got.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Solid approach. What can we do for you, Commander?
Oh wow, it's past my bedtime already. Oh. Okay. So much for taking another jump tonight.
light years or so, close.
Yep. Yep. But you know, since we were ready to go, basically we had a choice of two places. We made our choice. We're moving towards it, and so I'm pretty sure that's going to be ours, since we get dibs. Dibs is good. Pull up. Okay. Actually, let me do one other thing. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I need this. Now, where's the thing in the center of Zinab? Ah, there it is. So now I gave him a closer idea of where we're going, and that will be good. All right. Okay, so we're on our way to the what should be the final destination of the Emerald Tablet. You know, part of what moved us up the list of getting into the DSSA was, you know, it's like, yeah, wherever I leave this, I'm going to leave it for a long time. So yeah, on we go. And it will be good when we get there, because then that phase of the life cycle of the ship will be over. It will be in place and live out the rest of its life out there. It will take us a while to get there. It's like 10 or 12 travel days, plus we need to do some refueling. As soon as we find a planet with a tritium hotspot in its icy ring. Who knows how long that'll take, but as we get to the border of the Fomorian frontier, we're going to have to double check on that, because we will be running on fumes. We will pick this up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. as usual. I'd like to thank everyone who came along tonight. We had a decent crowd. I really do appreciate that. It's good to see you again, Anthony. And also Firstborn of Akatosh. I'm not sure if you're still here, but it was great to see you again. Thanks again for your help, Lynn, and for helping me get to a decision tonight. Hey, you know.
Well, hopefully it won't be one that comes around and bites us.
I don't think so. I mean, you know, we're still going to play it semi-conservative, right? You know, we find a system with, you know, icy rings. We're going to try and fuel.
Yeah, they should have it fixed by now. What has it been? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. And hopefully that declaration of fixing surface mining means they actually fixed it. We'll see. We will see. As soon as we get to one that has... Oh, you know, I should have jumped to one of the ones that we had found. But, whatever. We'll get one closer. At any rate, we will pick this up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. as usual. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.
sense of doing that. It's just, I have a choice. I could jump ship and start back, but it's kind of like, ooh, what's over here? Well, yeah, I've never been out here, so it's kind of like Beagle Point. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's kind of like going to the Statue of Liberty. Everybody's been there. I'd rather find some place in New York where nobody's been. I went up in it. I was very disappointed because I thought it would be bigger, taller. I mean, the pictures on the TV that you watch, like when the fireworks show and all this stuff, and they take pictures of it, makes you think it is huge. This you get up there and you look at it, it's like, I thought it was bigger. I guess because I used to run cranes, it was a bit tall. It had booms taller than it. It was kind of like I figured it'd be bigger. But then we went up inside of it, and it takes you forever and a day to because you're in a line, you have to wait for everybody to take a step. And then on the way down, I got to hurry to get down because the way the stairs are, it just, you get like a cadence and going down it. It was fantastic till you hit the bottom, and then the leg cramps started. And you roll out across the concrete. Yeah. And there's like you can only fit 5 people in the crown of it to look out the windows.